Welcome to my channel Beat the Math. I am Pavitra Monak. Today I need to discuss some problem of continuity. This is element of mathematics exercise 1, exercise 7a, question number 1, 30 limit. The question is given: examine the continuity of the function f of x is equal to sin pi bracketed x by 2 at x is equal to 0. F of 0 is equal to how much? F of 0 equal to sin pi into 0 by 2. Sin pi into 0 equal to sin 0. You see bracketed 0 given. Bracketed 0 means 0. Sin pi into 0 means sin 0 by 2. Sin 0 by 2, that is 0 by 2 is equal to 0. At first we find out LHS, left hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit s tends to 0 x tends to 0 minus the function is how much? Sin pi bracketed x by 2 is equal to limit s tends to 0 sin, in place of x we have to write 0 minus h, bracketed x given, that is bracketed 0 minus h by 2. You see bracketed minus 0 minus h, that is bracketed minus s. Bracketed minus h is equal to minus 1. You see this is the number line, this is 0, this is minus 1. You see, suppose h is a small positive integer, so suppose h is equal to 0.01, minus h given, that is minus 0.01 bracketed given is equal to the lowest value we have to take. So the lowest value is minus 1, which is also a integer. The lowest value, which is a integer, we have to take in bracketed function. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 sin pi 0 minus h, that is minus 1 by 2 is equal to, this is minus pi by 2. Limit h tends to 0 sin minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is equal to minus 1. Post the video, note it down. Next to find RHL. RHL is equal to how much? Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus sin pi bracketed x by 2 is equal to limit s tends to 0 sin pi, in place of x we have to write 0 plus h, bracketed function given, so 0 plus h bracketed. You see bracketed h is equal to 0, so 0 into pi is equal to 0. Limit h tends to 0 sin pi into 0 by 2 is equal to 0. Here LHL not is equal to RHL, not is equal to therefore the function does not exist, therefore the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 0. Post the video, note it down. Next problem you see, the next question is question 1 xiv. no xb xiv xiv question 1 xiv examine the continuity of the function f of x is equal to g of x minus g of 1 divide x minus 1 at x is equal to 1, where g of x is equal to mod of x minus 1. Here you see g of x is equal to given mod of x minus 1, then g of 1, if you put 1 here, g of 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 modulus 1 minus 1 equal to 0, 0 mod is equal to 0. f of 1 is equal to g of 1, here the function f of 1, g of 1 minus f of 1 by 1, that is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 by 0 4, which is undefined, that is which does not exist. Again you see, you have to find LHL. Again LHL is equal to how much? Limit x tends to 1 minus f of x, that is limit h tends to 0 f of 1 minus h is equal to limit h tends to 0 1 minus h minus 1. You see f of x given, that is f of x, that is g of x minus g of 1. G of 1 already how much? G of 1 already 0, so this is this function g of x mod of x minus 1, that is 1 minus h minus 1 minus 0 by 1 minus h minus 1 is equal to limit h tends to 0. You see plus 1 minus 1, these two will cancel out, these two also cancel out, that is h mod h by h is equal to limit h tends to 0 minus 1, no minus h, so h by minus h is equal to minus 1. Again you find RHL is equal to limit x tends to 1 plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 1 plus h is equal to limit h tends to 0 1 plus h minus 1 minus 0 by 1 plus h minus 1 is equal to limit h tends to 0, this is h by h is equal to 1, this is 1 by 1, okay, limit h tends to 0, h by h is equal to 1. So LHL not is equal to RHL. LHL not is equal to RHL. Therefore the function does not exist. Therefore the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. Pause the video, note it down.